team, the squad.
Yeah.
You already know.
Y'all can introduce yourselves. Starting with the dude closest to me.
Okay, yo, so yeah, this is Uncle Buzz. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me.
You know.
You know what I'm
Man
saying?
of many trades, you know what I'm saying?
Trying my best out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Try and break down this shit. Who do I got to the right of me?
This is Chef, aka Rod Dizzle. You already know what it is. Just doing my thing, man.
Right. Going clockwise.
Last but not least, it's your boy Osama. Playing late. Northside Sugar, my bros. 10-year plus bros, you know. That's how we doing it, man.
Big facts, man. Big facts.
This is the first episode, man. Just, stay tuned, get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Relax with us. This is the squad, you know what I'm saying? If we have any recurring guests that want to, come in and chime in, you guys can hit us up too, you know what I mean, on our Instagrams. I'll give that up.
No bozo niggas. You guys know what you're talking about, the bros.
No bozo zone. That's what it is.
Our Instagrams will be on there. And, we'll have the AB9R Instagram up too. So
Yeah.
Facts.
you can check this out. The link will be up there. And
It's gonna be dope, you guys.
of course, no. There's
It's
a lot of
gonna be
topics,
dope,
from our perspective. Basically, AB9R, 80-90 theory, 80s born, 90s raised. It's basically, niggas born in the 80s giving you a type of 90s raised perspective on things. You know what I mean? It's more like we're the golden, millennial era, pre-millennial era where we kind of got everything. You know
Straight.
what I mean? We got like
The best of everything.
the best of everything, pretty much. The maturity of the 70s coming into the 80s, and then you got what we have to deal with now with social media.
Absolutely, yo.
Like
That real
you
shit.
know what I mean? Merging into technology and things of that nature. But, that's, not going off the rails too much. But pretty much that's our perspective on a lot of things. We'll be covering a lot of topics in this.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's
Okay,
get
so
it.
without further ado, man, jump into it. We're Torontonians.
All day.
Raptors. We have to start off with this, man. We have to. We won the fucking championship.
Damn fucking right. We fucking won the championship.
I don't think you guys understand.
Talk the fucking team.
Niggas used to call us the Crafters, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't really set in yet, yo.
It does have that Blue Jays envious type of bias in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We don't
definitely.
need to get into that too, but how do you guys
That
feel
Maple
about
Leafs bias a little bit.
how do you guys feel about the first title, man? Like the first one, you know what I'm saying? Is this how you wanted it to go down?
It was well deserved, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
How was your experience? You know what I mean? Like
It was well deserved, man.
individual experience, how you felt about the whole thing.
No, we've been
Game 1 to Game 6.
we've been through. If there's any I think our story is a little bit unique in that we're not a very old franchise, old enough. You got a couple generations in the franchise right now. We're not necessarily old, but we've gone through. This is what I was saying the other day. Had we been a franchise like the Knicks, where we weren't winning, but we were still recognized as an elite franchise, then not winning would have not felt so bad.
Yeah.
But the fact that we weren't winning and we were a joke to people, we could have been winning and we still would have been a joke.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like we weren't doing shit. We took over the dunk-off contest majority of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vince, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even though he's a
we
sucker.
made playoff runs on
Even
time.
though he's a sucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know he's a sucker who Vince.
crazy.
I think he's a
he's still
sucker.
legend. He's still Vince. bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Ball-wise,
Nobody
he
wants
put
to
us
be
on
here.
the
Yeah, nobody would want to be here if it's not. But I know what you're saying though, still. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like had it been one or the other, like we're still like recognized like a dope place to be, but we're not winning.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't have been so bad.
Yeah.
But like they were clowning us and we weren't winning.
Yeah.
So like the fact that we won, you know what I'm saying? Like it still isn't set in.
I personally think it was the way we won. Like, if you've seen after we won, we beat Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That game was it game 6? I think it was.
Yeah.
After we beat Milwaukee, it was we just became a different team. Like the way we played basketball, we just became different. Once Kyle Lowry decided to not shoot those random outrageous threes and actually play his point guard position,
Exactly.
like our team turned into like maybe like a mini Spurs. If
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How disciplined they
That
were.
type of discipline.
You know what I mean? I think
Soldier
that's the
type
game.
of culture.
Yeah, I think that's where the game changer, if you ask me, was.
You know, when we were losing, man, not to, when we were losing, on top of the fact we were Canadian team, bro.
Yeah.
We were Canadian. It could have been any other team that was losing in our conference.
Yeah.
The Western Conference.
Yeah.
They made a big deal about us. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a good.
This is amazing,
You know what I
man.
mean? And you know what I mean? Not, you know what I mean?
No, it's real
course.
shit because I've never seen my city look like that in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never.
More people came up for the Raptors parade than the Blue Jays in 92, 93.
Definitely, because you gotta imagine there's way more people in the city now. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
Oh, yeah.
and baseball hasn't, like, even baseball itself since '92 went through a strike, went through a lockout, went through the steroid
They
era.
don't have a wave like the NBA
So
has a wave.
we didn't even realize
No.
that like basketball was making its way up and other sports were slowly going down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because you're just accustomed to one thing because that's all you know. The Blue Jays were the last champions. You know, so it's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. I say shout out Kawhi, bro, because he brought that winning mentality. That whole
Real shit,
fucking,
bro.
their demeanor was just win, no bullshit. I was watching another show in Perkins, what's his name?
Kendrick.
Kendrick Perkins said, yo, after the Raptors won, he didn't see no smiling faces. He seen everyone else ice grilling, said, yo, that's the scariest thing, because when a team wins, usually they celebrate.
Yes.
And Kawhi brought that, like, killer instinct. Like,
Bro.
no bullshit, we celebrate when we win the chip.
You're right.
Yeah?
You know why? Because
That's
someone
why
said
I fuck
online.
with Kawhi heavy.
I seen someone say online. Someone was like, Kawhi just beat the Bucks to go to the finals, and he doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Like, that means nothing to him.
No.
The whole
It's
team felt like
yes, and us as a city got excited over buzzer beaters. We got excited over making it to the next round.
Just 'cause we never
got excited
experienced
over
it.
dunk outs.
Yeah.
This nigga was going to the finals,
Yeah.
and it didn't mean nothing to him, bro. That's when in my mind I was like, yo, I gotta assert myself as like he made me like assert myself as a champion.
Yeah.
Like you gotta start looking at yourself.
Yeah.
You're
You
in a
gotta
championship
present yourself
city.
better than that. Like,
Stop
you know
getting
what I mean?
boosted over the smallest
Yeah.
things that happen. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? Like,
But I think our different. It's gonna be different for our second time around. Because me personally, I think we're winning an NBA championship next year as well.
I think the second time around will be a little bit
If
more
you ask me exactly.
because we didn't assert ourselves as champions yet.
Yes,
we're
yes.
still in shock.
And
You know,
I think in Kawhi's 1 year as a Canadian athlete, he's probably the greatest Canadian
yeah.
Oh,
to
for
play
athletes?
on any sport. To me personally,
Joe Carter.
him and Joe Carter are probably up there, but he
Carter's
came
up
in.
there.
Wow, Wayne Gretzky.
He never played for a Canadian team.
No,
Or he
Toronto.
played for the
He played for
Oilers.
the Oilers.
Toronto. You mean a Toronto?
I mean a Toronto team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or even Canada, maybe other than maybe Wayne.
No.
Gretzky,
This Wayne Gretzky.
It has to be
Mark
Wayne Gretzky.
Messier.
Yeah, to
They
this
had a
day,
couple men.
right now, Sidney Crosby is neck and neck. Real, he has a golden goal. He has like 3
Yeah.
Stanley Cups.
But
Sidney
I mean, in a
Crosby's
short
up
period of time, he came, did what he was supposed to do. So even if he leaves, to me, he accomplished what he came to.
Oh
No,
no, for
definitely,
sure. He
definitely.
definitely did. He definitely did. No hands down.
The reason why it means more with Kawhi, the reason why it means a lot more with Kawhi is because Kawhi is validating us in a sport that means something to Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
the Blue
yes,
Jays,
yes,
the Blue
yes.
Jays happened. It wasn't even really like it was a collective of amazing players. Like they just needed somewhere to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that's so true.
you know, like when the stars align, that's what happened with the Blue Jays. We didn't expect that. The city barely had enough people in there to really celebrate that shit.
real shit.
This is where we can take over the entire city, and the world will see it. And like it means something to them.
And how they did it too. They didn't have one top 10 lottery pick.
And we had the Expos. The Expos were there at the time too. This is the only franchise in Canada.
So it's kind of us against them.
The
'cause
world.
There's even time I'm listening to the satellite radio and they're like, oh, we don't want the trophy to go over there. And it's
Exactly.
like, you know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
Shout out Kawhi though, man.
Real shit, man.
course.
Like even if
He came what he did to do what he was supposed to do. You know what I
how
mean?
you feel if he leaves? You mad
He came
at
what
him?
he came what he
Please,
supposed to
man,
do.
I'm wearing a championship hat. I've been wearing this for the last month.
Yes.
Thank you, Kawhi.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
Bethany.
yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
This is the only
Real
hat
shit.
I'm wearing for the whole summer, and
No,
he
real
did what he
shit.
had to do.
Shit.
Go to the
You know,
Clippers.
and I
Enjoy
feel-
LA, live with your family, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I think he was gonna resign.
I think so also.
Yeah.
But
you could never be mad at him.
No, never. Of course not. Because without him, we wouldn't have a ring.
It's like someone in Boston being mad at the 05 team that beat the Yankees and then beat the
Everyone's
the
gone.
curse
Yeah.
and then won the pennant at the same time. Like you know, like
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
Big Poppy, wherever you want to go, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like
real shit.
it's
That's
one of
how
those,
I
man.
feel.
Real shit. Real shit. It was dope. That shit was
So
dope.
you think
Man.
Kawhi is gonna stay?
I personally think Kawhi's gonna stay. I think he'll sign. I think he'll sign something small, maybe like a 2
Right now,
year.
it's looking good. I mean, the Raptors have done everything they could
for real though.
him to stay long term. So you know what I mean. Right now, it's really an even balance between Toronto, the Clippers, and the Lakers.
No, real shit.
I say Toronto has the he's trying to play it cool, but I think
Toronto has the edge.
There's no way you win a chip and then just leave.
Right.
You want to try and defend your throne.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
And you have a team that played like that,
But
and
yo-
they're not even like the way you
And
guys.
we don't even have another superstar.
We don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if we even
If he
get like
leaves-
one
I
more.
know.
If we even could pick up like Kemba or
But
Middleton.
Middleton would be disgusting.
You know
What we can get now for this team.
Yes.
Like, this is the thing about. This is why
He
you gotta
changed
say,
everything.
this is why you gotta say thank you Kawhi too, because not only did he bring us a chip, but him leaving
Nice.
now gives us so much
Nice.
more power in free agency
Yeah.
to get
People
even
wanna
two
actually
nice
follow that
guys,
play here.
3 nice guys. You know, as opposed to just like a Rudy Gay and then hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like now we can get something good because we got the MVP.
Yeah,
leaving.
no
Right. We have that leverage.
Yeah, he gave us leverage. Even if for nothing else, he gave us leverage.
But that's what people were even saying. Like, instead of him leaving, why not stay here and bring some?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Attract
Exactly.
people to the city and build your own.
You don't even have another man besides you. You have like mediocre players along the board,
Yeah,
bro.
no
Realistically,
superstar.
What we have to think about there too is, although it's incredibly good business wise for Toronto to be at the heights, because money wise that's a whole other demographic that
course.
they wouldn't conquer. Like they've had the Toronto viewership way past the them leaving.
records and all kinds of
Like once we're out of the playoffs, their viewership probably goes down to half.
Yeah.
Just based off of the casual
This is a
fan.
whole
Yeah,
country
yeah.
watching.
Now, you know, the casual fans watching going into June. So the
Yes.
money wise, it's amazing for us to be there.
Exactly.
The problem
You
is,
know.
from a patriotic standpoint, I don't know if they want a Toronto team to be a dynasty in American
That's
League.
what I'm
But they could try. You
Because
could
it's a
even
National
see though.
Basketball League.
But you
You
can
can-
even see though the refs were trying. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
they're
trying
against
hard.
us.
Yeah.
They're trying hard.
If it's meant to be and you're on it, you're gonna win it. So
Exactly.
fuck Adam Silver.
No,
Because I
it's
know the
shit.
agenda.
And
already.
fuck those fucking
shit.
refs
Fuck the
too.
refs.
Nah, real
Fucking
shit.
piece of
You know
shit.
the agenda already, but
what
Kawhi,
I'm
greatness
saying.
is greatness, bro.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're a
stop
great
it.
player, you elevate
Yeah.
the team.
Exactly.
If
And you
Kawhi
bring
doesn't
them
leave,
to
it's
get
one of
that.
two things. He doesn't want to be a leader, or
He just
they,
wants to go
or they don't
home.
want the Raptors to go back to back.
Yeah.
So it's either one or two things. You
But
know?
I
They're
don't know. Kawhi's just the way he's making it, like what he's doing as far
Yeah.
as his action.
Yeah.
It's like the niggas in Barbados right now
Yeah.
in a Blue Jays jersey.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Not in the Chargers jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Not
saying.
in the Dodgers jersey.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
on vacation.
Yeah.
Fucking tubing and doing all the shit in Toronto gear.
And what I'm saying is like
You know what I mean?
he
Like-
wouldn't obviously he's gonna entertain the fact that we're gonna
Exactly.
sit down and have a meeting.
Exactly.
But I think deep down inside he knows, like I know I'm staying in
When
there.
I seen Kawhi walking the street in Niagara Falls after winning the NBA championship,
Then I knew something different.
he doesn't understand he is a superhero to us now.
Yeah.
Like you're not just like
That's it.
you're not a basketball player.
No,
This is not San
wow, take a
Antonio.
picture.
No.
This isn't San Antonio where like
You have a whole country that's on you.
you
Like
go to the local rodeo or something with the the chulos and no that's not what it is. You are a hero here now.
yeah.
Legend.
There's
Probably
people like
could've done that in San
the people who caught the footage are like, oh my god, that's really cool.
Right, yeah,
And
right.
he's just walking around like he didn't even
Regular.
bathe from
He's like
water.
he's like
walking around.
someone's he's like those little kids Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Literally, that's
Yes.
exactly what he is. Because imagine
But even
now.
as a big man, I'm like, fuck, like
I go
crazy.
crazy.
no,
Like,
facts.
He's
I
on
was-
a level to me that
Yes.
not even a lot of NBA players
Absolutely.
were on. Like I know
Absolutely.
Durant's great, like but maybe like Kobe was the only other one who I said, yo,
Yeah.
I had that type
How
of
about
like
LeBron?
admiration.
How about LeBron?
He never really did nothing crazy to me. Like
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You went there, you won your chips with Bosch and Wade. Like
See,
you didn't
it's
go
when
and
it's not
elevate the
predetermined.
team.
He's,
Yeah.
LeBron James has been predetermined.
Yeah.
I don't know about all
He
that.
lived up to the expectations
How?
they set for him,
I think it's-
and they paved the way for it too.
I don't know about
Look
I
how
don't know
he
about
left
all that.
Cleveland.
Chill. Don't,
He left
how did they pave the
Cleveland.
way for him?
He
Absolutely.
did. He left Cleveland, big three. Cleveland got a whole bunch of number one picks.
Yes.
He went back there, won a chip with
But you
them.
skip the fact that he played in Cleveland for 7 years and got
He-
nothing, and
He
then
didn't get nothing. He was a
he went.
rookie.
He went. Yeah, he was a rookie.
was young.
He was there for 7 years, and then he made his big three and went. Well, what the
Still,
fuck would you do? Okay,
what's
you
the
know,
big three, though?
we can't even get to this topic because
on,
it just
man.
goes into a whole bunch of different else.
How are we going to compare to
No,
him and
you're-
Kawhi? Drafted 15th, was on a pretty good team.
Yes. That's
You know what I'm saying? He played with good people. Left,
Like LeBron, this is
And went to the Raptors.
I'm not saying.
LeBron has never been with a bunch of mediocre players and won a chip.
never.
Look, he
Has
has
it? No, you're right.
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
do it.
That's
No.
why I rate Kawhi more.
Okay. If you say like that, then I understand.
He's more of a silent leader.
Which I wanted to, not to cut you off,
Yeah.
what's actually going on, what you're saying, if Kawhi does leave, are they going to go back to back? Are they going to be the same team?
It depends on who they get because Ujiri is
Are they
that
gonna
smart.
fall off completely?
You know
Kawhi's
what?
a big crutch.
I think Ujiri is the key to everything.
Yeah, he might have some up his sleeve. Like
Exactly.
Fuck it, we're going for
And
the rap.
Ujiri's
Like,
too
you don't even
smart.
know what he
Ujiri's
has.
too smart for that.
Real
So
shit.
I think
Ujiri's
personally,
yeah,
I think he has something up his
Yeah,
sleeve.
he's so much of a good GM, you never know.
Exactly. Even if he leaves, he probably has something else. And even if he stays, he has something
Someone else coming like
so,
we wouldn't expect.
Exactly.
Because I wasn't expecting us to get Kawhi.
Hell
When
fucking-
Kawhi went off, they're trying to trade him. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, when I
heard we
seen
got him,
when I
was
seen
shocked.
on the screen Kawhi Leonard and
I was shocked.
I was like, what's going on right now?
I couldn't
I was
believe
You
it.
know, I was
so
like, yo, why is
pumped,
this
bro.
even happening? You know, and then
I was so pumped. I'm like, Kawhi for DeRozan? Like, do you understand what that does to our squad?
Best two-way player in the game.
Are you
pretty
kidding me? I was like,
the past
everybody's
5
there
years.
crying.
But San Antonio were pussies though. They tried to ship him somewhere like fuck. I send him to Canada.
Yeah.
He's not gonna win a chip.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
play shit.
Yeah.
Like look, like
You're
San
right.
Antonio execs
Yeah.
must be kicking themselves in
Of
their
course they
mouth
are.
because you guys are idiots. Bro. Fuck San Antonio too.
what Kawhi did,
Fuck.
too, he took down some of the mythology behind Pop and his coaching because they made it seem like
Popovich too.
Kawhi.
You can really say that?
They made it seem like Kawhi was
Can you really say that?
what?
Fuck Pop.
He had a
Yeah.
bunch of squares on his team
Hell
though.
yeah.
Kawhi was the one to be like, yo,
Hell
Tony
yeah.
Parker's gonna talk about locker room business to the fucking
Exactly.
to
Okay,
the
no,
public.
like in
Come
that
on here.
situation,
I don't
fuck
know.
Pop. In that situation, fuck Pop. But I mean, like as a coach, you're saying fuck Pop.
The reason why I'm saying fuck Pop as a coach is because you can be a good.
No.
This is
I'm
this
not
is
really a fan.
this is the reason why I say fuck Pop. I'm not a huge Popovich fan.
I'm not a
I respect the fact that he's a legend, but the reason why I'm not a Popovich fan is because you don't have to strip the player's personality away in order to make them play in a
that's dull
system.
and boring.
I see what you mean when you say that.
Like Kawhi
yeah, he
Leonard,
definitely has. He
you
makes people
strip
change their
your
personality.
Yeah, he makes. I don't care if you're the coach. You're not playing.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Knight's that way too. Like I don't
Yeah.
like coaches where it's like
Trying to bully
these
the
niggas out here, these 6'8", 200 and whatever pound in the gym every
Want
day,
to just be
shooting every day
dominant
niggas
over
are
there.
only good because of my system.
Yeah.
Try.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
Like Phil Jackson, he let you embrace your personality through the triangle.
So does that mean that Steve Kerr is not the same way? Is Steve Kerr not the same way as Popovich?
That's Mark Jackson's
But
team.
Steve Kerr is he makes
No.
He doesn't coach though.
He doesn't.
Exactly.
Anybody could have been there.
What
that
I'm
happened.
saying about Steve Kerr is where he does coach is he makes you guys stay within the system of what they're doing.
Yeah, everyone
But
still has
behind
personality.
Behind that,
Yeah.
keep your personality. We want Draymond to be that.
Yeah,
way.
playing
That's how he
Draymond.
is.
Yeah, like,
because he has enough
you
of the
think
balls.
Draymond would have lasted on the Spurs, Popovich would have went crazy on it.
He would have been gone already.
Yeah,
But
Popovich
Steve Kerr is from the Bulls before he
so
was from the
knows,
Spurs. Eh?
exactly.
So like he knows he played with
Rodman,
Rodman.
Pippen, Ron Harper, that man.
Exactly. Bison
I don't know. I
Daly,
just feel like Steve Kerr didn't do anything. I feel like if any other coach was there with those same players and they
Yeah,
were
make
different,
an
that
adjustment.
it would have.
But
you
you
know,
know
what
what,
I
the
mean?
reason
Like
why-
I don't see him as like everybody's like Steve Kerr.
I feel you.
Like
Steve Kerr is like the LeBron of coaches to me. They built the team,
And then
kicked
they-
out the nigga up,
and
Mark
then-
Jackson,
yeah, and then
and
they
just
just
placed
came
him and said, "Win.
and win.
We want you to get all these."
Steve
rings."
Kerr.
Nah, but you can't say LeBron. You can't say LeBron because LeBron
I'll
puts
say-
in work, homie. You cannot say LeBron James does not put in
The
work.
Lakers just traded their whole roster for Anthony Davis because LeBron needs another superstar. And
Every
another
team
superstar.
needs another superstar
Raptors
now.
don't.
Raptors didn't-
You're right, my nigga.
We're the ones that did it.
Come on,
You're
man.
right.
You
You're
understand
right.
what Kawhi just did, bro? Kawhi
you're
just
right.
shifted the outlook of the NBA.
Yeah, no real shit.
Look
real
what he
shit.
just won the champion, and look who he dethroned.
Right.
This is the team that LeBron could not dethrone
Yeah.
with help.
Yeah, no facts.
Even James Harden,
Yeah.
that man them couldn't beat them.
Yeah. We changed a
Kawhi
lot.
just
We did a
he
lot.
didn't break a sweat the entire series.
Just made
He
the team
sweat
better,
more
bro.
dirt versus the Sixers than the Warriors.
I know.
You have to understand what Kawhi just did. LeBron James beat that
And who
team
was- and
one
who-
time in
Out
Game
of
7.
I know.
And who was his next superstar? Kawhi Lowry?
It would have been Game 5 for us
Pass
by
us
1
Siakam.
point.
Siakam? You know
That's
what
us
I'm saying?
Siakam. Yeah, you're right.
These are
One
still
point,
moving.
And he's a-
one
yeah, I
point
know.
could have made a Game 5. 1 point, not breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
Remember, Siakam
He
Right.
shifted the NBA again,
Siakam
bro.
averaged like 4 points under my last year. What's his name? The black guy. The old coach, Casey. Dwayne
Casey.
Casey. He averaged 4 points to come into Nick Nurse's system. Most improved player of the year.
Because because
Crazy.
there's an energy in the league that's been there for a while that they don't understand. Like this league is built on like dynasties.
Yeah.
So in their mind, they assume that like where there is a dynasty or where someone knows how to make a dynasty is where dynasty is going to be.
Yes.
The league since the Detroit Pistons hasn't been a league of dynasties at all.
Yeah.
It's been where you go and the new energy is.
Yes.
Miami, it was Spoelstra.
Yeah.
2 championships out of 4.
Yeah.
Tyronn Lue has a championship.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse has a championship. Doc
First
Rivers.
year rookie
Doc
coach.
Rivers had the worst record in NBA history at one point. Came back and won a championship with Boston. Like it's like a new era.
Beginning of the big three.
We have to get rid of like this those old
That's
things.
the beginning of the big three?
Of course, it was the beginning of the big three. Got Kevin Garnett. Mind you, yes, they were
They're all kinda
they were a
past
lot
their
older.
prime,
They were a lot older. They weren't in there, you know.
Big Three and Super Team, I think, are 2 different things. I think they're just a separation.
So what
between,
about
I think,
Detroit
and Super
with
Team.
Billups,
Yes.
Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace? Was that a big
No,
three?
well,
They
Ben
should've
Wallace,
considered that
Ben
big
Wallace
three.
is there too, so
Ben
you could have said
Wallace,
him
Rasheed
too.
Wallace.
Nah, Rip Hamilton, you could have. That was different. That was a whole squad.
No,
There
but
wasn't-
the
But is that a
efficiency-
super
there
team?
wasn't no because there wasn't
You
three
know-
dominant players.
Yes, there was. Rip Hamilton, Richard, Rip Hamilton,
Chauncey.
Chauncey,
Big shot, Chauncey.
Rasheed Wallace, and the defensive player of the year over and over and over again, Ben Wallace, is the equivalent of the Warriors. It's the same thing. They were not drafted
They just
to be
weren't
that.
superstars.
They just
They
weren't
just were
superstars.
superstars. Yeah, that's
But it
Hamilton-
could still be a super team.
But
though.
the reason why I say super team is because Rip Hamilton was as efficient as Thing is right now.
But Thing's not a
as,
super-
Clay Thompson is right
Golden
now.
wasn't
State was not a super team until Durant got there. They were.
And
they
LeBron still couldn't beat them at that time.
73-9, they consider them a super team, bro. They consider
Okay,
73-9
yeah,
a super team.
I
They
don't
did
consider
that
that a
before.
super
They
team.
did that
I don't
before
consider it a
Durant.
super
Without
team.
Durant there, because they were there and we worked to that stage.
Right.
You know what I mean? The super team, I think, is you put together people right away and then they win right away.
But
That's a super
realistically,
team.
the only player on that team that was like coming into the league was viewed to be a savior. What? No, not on Detroit. On the Warriors, is Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Every other one of them, Mark Jackson
They
formulated
had
and made
enough
it work.
doubts.
No.
Yeah,
Steph
doubts
Curry-
on Steph
No.
His
Steph
ankles,
Curry
they
said
said
they thought he was done.
noodles.
Nah, but they knew that he was
maxed
a
out.
stupid shooter though.
Yeah, but you
he
can't
fucked
tell
it up
him
in
he have no leg.
Davidson that year.
Well, let me
remember,
see what-
he
where
fucked
did
it
he
up
go?
in Davidson that year. He was doing fucking amazing with
Right,
in
and
the
then-
NCAA and everything. So it's not like they're
But
just like, oh,
his rookie
whatever.
report was like bad
Exactly.
knees, bad ankles. Like he wasn't
Can't play
really
defense.
projected to be a franchise
Not strong
savior.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
No,
Jordan
no,
Reporter-
definitely not a franchise savior.
like
but
Kevin
like,
Durant came in as a champion, like okay, and he was like the champion of that tournament. Comes into the NBA and it's like, okay, yo, this guy is going to go there and do something with another team. Like he was the leader of the Sonics. They brought the Sonics to OKC. He was with them. Like he was like, he's gonna bring someone a championship.
I personally think Kevin Durant's a snake. If you ask me, because I would not do what he. Because I don't. You know what? I respect him. He's a good ball player and shit. But me personally, I play sports all my life,
Right.
and you know, and I both know, if we play on a squad and we're up on a squad 3-1, bro, and they come back and win that fucking series, and the next year, there is no way you're going to that team.
No way.
The point of us playing next year is to beat that team. So for him to leave and go to a championship team, especially the team that just won a championship, that's a sucker move. If you ask me, but
The only reason why,
Yeah,
listen,
it is.
I agree. The only, and I've said for years, the only defense I can give him in that category.
Can't beat him, join him. He's a bitch.
that's a bitch
That's
move.
what I say.
I agree. I believe that. Like I
It's
said,
understandable
but the
and
only,
justified.
No, there's nothing
the
you can't justify.
No, but I'm presenting
Okay.
from the outside looking in. The only defense I can give Kevin Durant in that regard is he played in a system versus a system. In a system that he knew he was doomed to fail in if he stayed there, versus a system that he knew that if he went there, he was going to be successful. Because it's the thing, Kevin Durant is an amazing talent, but his talent did not do in OKC what it did in Golden State.
He's not a Kawhi, man.
but he's
not a Kawhi.
He can't-
I
He's
didn't
not
care that
one
he
of
left
those
OKC, but I mean, like,
No,
why
but
the
it's
fuck
a
did he
system.
go to Golden State?
Because of this.
He wanted the chip, man.
He wanted the chip.
He's ring chasing early.
I'm just saying.
yeah, he
if
started
I'm-
the ring chasing.
I agree, but if I'm giving him, if he has a defense, one that I would be open to hearing and kind of considering is the fact that he's seen, even if you see it now, him playing with Golden State, there's no other system in the league where he's going to be able to do what he does except for Golden State, because there's too much threats outside of the fact of what he can do on the floor.
I don't know.
So that exposes his
I understand
game.
what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
But
he's not the alpha male. He can step up to the plate and be like, yo, let me kill this. But not in some like type of way where it's like, it's me versus you. Like he's a fun-loving guy. Like that's gonna kill you in a fun-loving way.
In a fun-loving way.
Golden State is that type of team. They kill you in a fun-loving way. It's not like how it is with LeBron.
Do you think he he has a year off now because of the injury? Like, I hope he gets better and everything like that.
Right.
But I mean, like, do you think if he went to another team, he would not kill? He would not be that killer?
I think he'd still be an amazing talent. I don't think that it would put him in a position to win.
Because remember, once he went to Golden State, he became franchise. Steph
Yes.
Curry became not irrelevant.
But it's just like LeBron when he went to Miami, he became franchise. Dwayne Wade stepped back, just like Steph Curry did. They did the same thing. You come over here, we run the system through you, and then
have you seen a team that just won a championship?
No, never.
And then the main person steps back.
I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying as a sports fan, I'm not justifying it. But if we're in a position now where we're looking at it from the players' perspective and what's best for them, like we did for LeBron, that was the best move for KD. Period. That's just the facts.
No.
Yes, it what
not to go to Golden State. You don't go to any other team.
But no, he can't go to any other
If he
team.
would have went to any other team, he wouldn't have won a chip. He's just
Thank
not built
you.
like that.
Just like LeBron wasn't going to win a chip if he goes to any other team.
superstars, exactly.
Thank you. He went to where it makes sense. I'm going to go get that
like-
franchise player.
Yeah.
We're going to play with this franchise player. You guys fall back. Let me do what I got to do
Just
in the
like
system.
when
That's
LeBron-
exactly what happened with KD.
Just like when LeBron left
he could've went
Miami,
somewhere else. Could've
when
went somewhere
LeBron
else.
left Miami and went back to
And draft other
Cleveland,
players.
he wouldn't have won that ring without Kyrie.
No, he would
Kyrie
not
was
have.
a number one pick they got
Yes.
when he was gone. So
Thank you.
he
That's what I'm
can't go-
saying.
Just like this year with the Lakers, he didn't even make the playoffs, and he had a lot of young talent. I say take LeBron out of the Lakers, put Kawhi in that position. They're at least making the playoffs.
They're winning the championship.
Oh, for sure.
They're winning
Maybe the chip,
championship.
but I say he's at least taking them to the playoffs, deep in the playoffs.
Of course.
And LeBron's not built like
Of
that.
course.
KD's not built like that.
Of course.
They
I
can't
just
elevate
don't-
their team, bro. Where do you think KD could have left? If he left OKC that year, went where to win the chip?
And win a championship.
Anywhere. No, but
Nowhere.
you could have built. They could have built with other players. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
that's what- but
You're
then-
only thinking about KD leaving, going somewhere.
but you
At
say-
that time, let's look back and really see
But
how.
they didn't build for LeBron in another place. LeBron where he can get a championship right now. That's what I'm saying. Just like KD where he
But
can
did
get a
he get it
championship.
the first year? No, that's what I'm saying.
But
They
K-
didn't get it the first year he left to Miami. They didn't get it.
But they were supposed to.
Yeah, I know, but they were supposed
But they were
to.
supposed to. But LeBron played like shit against the Mavericks. That was the year where it's like, yo, that's on his career.
I know, but they still didn't win it the first year.
But it was expected to because of the team that they
Even
had.
if you're expecting, they didn't win.
But if KD went with the
He
Warriors,
still won overall. That's what he went to
exactly.
do, and he did it.
And what I'm saying
But
is,
he-
and the
He's
reason
from
why I'm
a
saying,
team that just won an NBA
what I'm-
championship. So they were expected to win anything because they just won an NBA championship. You see, the Golden State Warriors, they just won one. So next year, they're the champions. You're expected to win. And you go
But
there.
that's when KD
That's
was
my
like,
point.
I cannot beat them. I have to join them. Even if
Exactly.
he went somewhere and went to Houston and played with Harden, they still want to beat them. He knew these players and the way this team is set up, I cannot beat them with no matter who I have.
You think that?
of course.
Durant can't go. Durant
Where
will
would he
not
go
win
to
another
win?
championship if he leaves.
Where would he have won?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think if he would have went to Houston, they would have beat them.
Durant will
Yeah,
never.
with Harden there.
No.
They
That's
were the
so.
first time when they were in
Harden
I
is
think
yeah.
so. I
Harden
know,
is-
but it was a
Harden
different
plays
team.
iso ball.
It's
That's
a
what I'm
different
saying.
team. It's a different. I'm just saying. I think that at that point in time,
So
with him
let me
going
ask
there,
you.
he could have went to any other squad and the franchise build around him that maybe might be able to.
Let
do
me
it.
ask
All
you,
I'm
if
saying,
KD
he's that type of
If
player.
KD leaves the Warriors this year in free agency, do you think he will win another chip ever in his career? As the main guy on another team.
Depends on where he goes. Possibility, yes.
KD will never win. Mark this. You guys mark this down. I'm saying it.
Okay.
If KD leaves the Warriors, he
He'll
will
never
never
win a
win another chip again.
I don't
care
think
who he
anything
plays
to do
with.
it.
All right.
Listen. This is what I'm saying.
All right.
What this is my this. Hold on, wait.
Wow, that's what I gotta fucking say.
No, wait,
about
this
that.
is my only point. This is my only point. The reason why, okay, the same way we said KD would have went somewhere else, they would have built around him and he would have won a chip. So maybe if he doesn't win the first year or the second year, they're going to build around him to win something. LeBron James left Miami. He left Cleveland Cavaliers. He spent 7 years, like they said. He didn't have his help and all these things. Fine, I agree. He goes somewhere else now, bringing franchise players from other places and making them play a second role to him. Chris Bosh already had the most points in Raptors history, and Dwayne Wade already had a championship, and they're playing second fiddle to him in a system that runs through him. Kevin Durant went to a system where he already has champions, established champions. They're going to play a second fiddle to him so he can win a championship. It is the same move.